Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Cardboard Realms. This is our second box of Tarkir Dragonstorm that we will be opening. Unfortunately, we lost our audio during the recording session, so I have to do a voiceover. This one was originally filmed by Jason with all his expert commentary, but unfortunately, you'll have to settle for me. We still happily get to see his expert pack opening skills on screen. Once you're finished with this video, please be sure to go look at our previous one. I open a very special card. Worth the watch. So without further ado, here we go. So we start off with a Shiko Paragon of the Way, followed by, and wow, right off the bat, here's Ugin, Eye of the Storms, the best card in the set, along with the absolutely adorable baby version. Oh, Eugene. Winter Night Stories, Protector of the Wastes, Tygam Master Opportunist, and then the lands. There's usually not much else in this to look at. Remember correctly, he does go through these fairly quickly. Moving on to the next pack. And behind our warrior token, we have Meringue River Regent, Shiko Paragon of the Way again, Songcrafter Mage. This is also approximately our remind him there's a baby version. Yep, there we go. A cute little boy. Songcrafter Mage happened to be a card that he was quite excited for. I do not quite recall what he said at this point, and I am very sorry we lost that audio. But perhaps you'll add it to the comments. After that, we have Afterlife from the Loam and a Magmatic Hellkite. Oh, again, not much else commons, uncommons. And moving on to the next one. And here we got the foil Songcrafter Mage in the clan artwork. The Sibsig Ceremony. Karsi Revenant. Kotis Sibsig Champion. With the Dalkoven Encampment. That was a Sibsig pack. Oh, not much to look at in the commons, uncommons. Of note, no Dragon Eye basics yet. Oh, this pack is giving him a bit of trouble. But he'll get there. He is our pack opening champ. Behind the copy token, we have a gorgeous Clarion Conqueror. That is a beautiful treatment. A little weird that you think it's a blue card, though, when it's white, but that's the case for all of these. Followed by a Scavenger Regent. Fairly sure he remembers the baby side in this case. And there he is. Roar of Endless Song. Eshki Temer's Roar. And Felithar, Dawn of the Abzan. And there's our first Dragon Eye basic. Really pretty. Not much else in the rest of the pack. Now looking at the bird token, we've got another Magmatic Hellkite. A gorgeous frame. Mistra's Village, the best of the lands. Awaken the honored dead. Become the avalanche. And rediscover the way. Hey, followed by another Dragonite basic. Even better. Fixing up the pile, something I never did. Now, cracking into this next pack, we find Felithar, Dawn of the Abzan again. A Mox Jasper. Now there's a hit. I don't really expect it to retain the value. I'm not quite sure where there's a home. I'm assuming Modern might be able to get away with maybe some fun tricks with changelings. Sinkhole Surveyor. Canopy Gargantuan. Warden of the Grove. Then on to the basics, commons and uncommons. Not much there. Into our next pack, and he looks like he is struggling with this one. There we go. Just a slight little tear before he's able to get in there. Behind the elephant, we've got a Dragonologist, Tersa Light Shatter, Hori Steel Cutter, Will of the Teamer, and a Sage of the Skies. And there's a third Dragonite land. Oh, no, not much else. Now, our next pack, which is opening a little better. In here we find Warden of the Grove, Teamer Battlecrier. It was a Teamer card. You had to stop and read it. He's kind of our Timmy Teamer. Avenger of the Fallen. Colossal Grave Reaver. I was happy on that one. Definitely wanted this. And then a Windcrag Siege. Moving on to commons and uncommons. Okay, see, the card said Teamer on there. It's just a Teamer monument, but it still caused them to look. Moving on into the next pack. This one we have a New Way Forward, an All-Out Assault, Maelstrom of the Spirit Dragon, Iron Will Forger, and another Mox Jasper. Because apparently one is not enough. That one didn't really cause him to stop. I know he's happy to have them just because they're valuable, but it's not really a card he was looking for. And not much else in this pack. On the bright side, I know he's managed to trade at least one of those Mox Jaspers already. He just needs to find someone who wants the other one. Now in this next pack, we find a beautiful Ruinous Ultimatum. Perfect card to ruin friendships. Okay, there's probably other ones, but I just had to say ruin again. Having the flavor text from the head dragon as well is pretty cool. Here's a Baron Step Siege, Naga Fleshcrafter, Rampant Architect, and Serac Elusive Hunter. Guess I'll just put out a warning right now. Anyone playing Serac Relentless Hunter, just hope you don't have anyone playing Orcish Bowmasters against you. Because that would basically kill you in one shot, unless you have instant speed interaction. A friendly PSA while he struggles with getting this pack open. There we go. He's usually a lot better than this. A lot better than I am either way, but this one we've got the Dalkovan encampment. Kishla village, personally my favorite one. Voice of Victory, Transcendent Dragon, which is our Spelljack dragon. However, this one forces you to cast it right away, whereas Spelljack allows you to keep it, if I remember correctly. Awaken the Honored Dead, and a Schwamp. Again, not much else in those packs. I do believe this is the last pack, which again, just decided to give him a tip. And now he's able to grit through it. There's a lovely token, followed by a Flamehold Grappler, DC Regent of the Mire, Thunder of Unity, Goldlust Triad, and a New Way Forward. And again, a regular basic, which means you only got 3 of the Dragon Islands and no foil ones. A little disappointing. He also didn't get any of that Tempest Hawk common, which is also a little weird. Just a quick review. Main hits in here with a double Mox, Eugene, and probably the blue land. Either way, having those is pretty good. So, thank you everyone for watching.